on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we're taking a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Remastered Green Ranger. I scored this off eBay. I paid a little bit more than retail to get it in hand sooner. I do have this on pre-order on Amazon for I think it was a December release date, so we're not too far away from that. But I did actually grab the Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield from the same seller on eBay, and once he put this up, I said, well, it's a no-brainer. I paid a little extra for the Red Ranger. I need the Green Ranger. I want to see how he looks completed in hand with that shield, so we'll definitely be doing that in this video. If you guys haven't, go ahead and check out that Red Ranger review. I did post it not too long ago. So we're pretty close to completing the team. I did get the blue and yellow and black Rangers from Hasbro Pulse and Amazon. I have the Red Ranger in hand. Now we have the Green Ranger. The only one I'm missing is the Pink Ranger. I just couldn't justify paying extra for her. I'm going to wait till she hits retail. I don't know if FOMO's going to kind of get me a sense to spend more money just to complete the team. I hope this is a big if. Again, the Lightning Collection is going on hiatus next year, and we have pretty much all of the original Rangers, but how about you guys? I would like a White Ranger in the Remastered collection, so I hope they don't leave us hanging and give us something by the end of the year to look forward to, because that is a big want of mine. I go back and forth. I don't know which one I like better, the Green or White Ranger. Obviously, Tommy is my favorite, as he's a big fan favorite amongst a lot of Power Ranger fans. But again, we'll dive into and talk about that as we go on with this video review. But the packaging of this figure, again, is the plastic-free packaging. You can see, get the image of the Green Ranger figure as well as the lightning effects that come with them. The kind of a cartoon art here, or comic art on the side. You get the remastered Power Rangers Lightning Collection logo, the 30th anniversary logo here on the top. Same Lightning Collection on the top of the box. Flipping over the side, you'll get the 30th anniversary nice box images. You know, for plastic free, the images they throw on these boxes really does make it look nice. It just, man, I just prefer having a window box and seeing the figure in there. Again, on the back, you get the awesome image of the Green Ranger pose with the Morpher. You can see all the accessories he does come with, and the glaring omission again. Yes, I'm going to keep mentioning it because it pains me. He does not come with the shield, but again, we have the Red Ranger. We will complete him. You can see the little read up here on the bottom. But enough chatting. Let's crack this Green Ranger out of the packaging and see what he's all about. Before we get to the actual Green Ranger figure, I wanted to go through all the accessories he comes with, because this figure does come with a lot of stuff. For you guys who have been following my channel, obviously I have a lot of wrestling figure reviews. This is comparable to your Ultimate Edition line for Mattel and WWE as far as these remastered figures. They are a little more pricey. They're about $34 each at retail. But look at all the accessories you get. So interchangeable hands. You do get a set of fisted hands with a nice kind of sculpting on the gloves. You get your morphing hands, where you can actually put the real Morpher here and put the hand on top like they're morphing. You also do get a set of kind of like grappling hands, where you can grab like certain weapons. You get your traditional Green Ranger here with the actual flute hand. It is nice they added that additional piece. Moving on to the actual guns or the blasters. Again, I don't remember Tommy really using a lot of these, but he does come with them. You get your actual like traditional blaster. You can see there is an opening at the end. It would have been cool if they had like an effect that they could have thrown in there, but that is your blaster as is. You get where it's kind of more folded here, where you can kind of put it in their holster. It does have some nice paint details to it, some nice kind of silver with the white going through it. And you also get one with the blade that comes out. I don't think I will be putting this anywhere on my Green Ranger, but it is nice that they did include it. You get, of course, right, the Dragon Dagger. Nicely painted detailing to it. You got the buttons here on the top. If you guys can see that, there is the actual coin in there. It looks pretty cool. Has some nice detailing to it. I really do like how this came out. And honestly, I didn't really have many complaints with the original release version. You also do get the candle from that episode where it's like kind of draining his power. I mean, it's nice they included this. I don't feel like I really need it for my collection. I would have preferred a shield. As you can see, that's the glaring omission here. You also do get these effects where they're like morphing. It's supposed to be like where you put it around them and they're putting their morphing pose out, kind of like the lightning effect that comes with it. But if you guys want to see what the Morpher looked like, this is always tricky to get on camera. You can see the actual coin in there. I believe I have it upside down. You can see the dragon coin in there in the Morpher. It looks really nice. It does have the gold finish on the front and on the back here. I do like it's a little handle. It's got the coin with a red outline, and you can see the green as it's starting to hit that morphing pose, and you can simply put that in the hand here, Kind of just slide it in, sculpt it in there through the fingers. You get the other Morphin hand, and this is why I bought two, because I'm definitely gonna have one Tommy displayed in his civilian head, Morphin, and then the other one in his actual Ranger gear. You also again get a Green Ranger helmet. I'm curious to see how it looks versus the original release, because all the remastered figures seem to have like a plus up helmet, has more size to it, better paint applications. This looks really nice and clean, nice kind of like bright green finish. I really do like the look of it. And you also do get your Tommy head. This is way better of a head scan than the prior ones. I believe he even has an earring on there. You guys see that? It's kind of hard to pick up on the camera. He's got the traditional mullet that he had around that time. And I'll be honest, out of the original releases, I feel like Tommy's head was probably the best. Not the White Ranger with the ponytail, or the one that came with the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger, but the actual mainline Green Ranger release with the headband. I thought that head scan looked pretty good versus all the other Ranger heads, but I do like the likeness of Tommy. Not quite perfect to JDF, not exact, but a decent likeness. It's pretty good. They're better than a lot of the more recent toy brands that we got, but that is all the accessories. Let's come back and review the actual figure. Here we have Tommy, the Green Ranger, out of the packaging, hitting his Morphin pose, and I will say I do like the figure. It just looks so damn naked without the shield, man. Like, how many instances were there in the series where the Green Ranger didn't have his gold shield? And I just have to go on a rant. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why not include it with him? I don't want to hear that the story that they're trying to portray as far as the series of the Green Ranger didn't have the shield and Jason had at the time. Like, you're giving us a mainline, like, remastered figure supposed to be like your ultimate Power Ranger line that you can collect today. You give us Jason David Frank's Green Ranger. Unfortunately, he passed, not too long ago. It really left a huge hole in a lot of our hearts. And as far as collectors and fans of his, this gives us an opportunity to get a piece of him kind of back and all the good memories that he gave us, being such huge fans of him. And I feel like you gave us something that could have been so much more special, and it's just like you didn't give us the shield. Like, why would you do that? Unless you're planning to re-release this again now with the shield. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it worked because I ended up buying 2 Red Rangers to give my 2 Green Rangers a shield, and it's costly, and this shit adds up. And this is the kind of stuff that I feel like Hasbro, all toy companies kind of pull it, but I just feel like Hasbro does this more times than not, especially with the Lightning collection. I just feel like this line just hasn't been very seamless. It's been hard to collect. I was excited when the line was announced, and it's just like there's all these little instances where it's just like decision making, or when guys are released, or things that they don't include, and just, what are you guys doing? Who's deciding this stuff? And it shows, because if the line was doing so well, why are you taking a hiatus? It just, I don't know. That's just very disappointing. I feel like that was a bad decision. You're giving us the most perfect Green Ranger version that you have ever possibly made, and he doesn't have the shield. So I know that was a huge rant that probably everyone fast-forwarded through, but I just had to get off my chest. It bothered me when they announced it, and it bothers me now that the figure is in hand. But again, they won because I ended up buying multiples anyway, right? The end goal, they made their money, and I'm a fool who's going to continue to buy it anyway. So I admit it there. But the Green Ranger figure here, hitting his Morphin pose without the shield. And you know what? This is just bothering me so much. We're just going to remove him, and we're gonna do it. We're going to bring in the Green Ranger with the shield, how he should have been done. And look how awesome this freaking looks, my God. I feel like I'm not even upset now that I had to buy 2 after that huge rant, right? Like, that looks so sick. And you know what? Like, they just could have made it a lot easier for us by just including it. But look at how nice this helmet looks. It's got so much, like, size to it. Like, this is how it should have been with the original release. You get the nice gold shield. Again, this does come with Jason, the Red Ranger. If you guys are not familiar or new to this line, they did not include it. So the shield is actually interchangeable. You see it does port here in the back. You can put it on any Rangers. Even the actual arm pieces here come with Jason. They are interchangeable. You can put them on, I'm going to say, the male Ranger characters, because I tried this on Trini, and these armbands are way too big for her. But this looks so nice. Let's take a look at the actual helmet itself up close. We'll come back to the Jason David Frank head and look at it on the figure body. But look at this freaking Ranger helmet. Looks so good. I love how the silver looks on here. Even on the opening of the mouth, you got the red painting here on the top for the dragon, as well as the eyes. Looks super clean. Love the shape of it. I will say, I don't know if they've gotten the quite accurate green. I believe it was a little bit of a darker green, right? I mean, it still looks good. I'm not complaining here. I'm not even going to nitpick that after that whole rant. But the green, I feel like a lot of companies have not quite hit the mark on it, but it's definitely looks really good. If you guys want to get a quick look at his belt, you can see the coin in there. The dragon coin looks so good. Got the black lines here. He's got the gold outline with the red, and you can see the coin. Now, I know a lot of people were saying that the holster here for the dragon dagger is inaccurate. I honestly, I don't even know. I mean, I'm going to trust you guys and say, yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know if... We've gotten quite a few, right? The Fighting Spirit one, I believe, was on the other side. I don't remember if it was white or black. And then we had the original release. So we'll definitely run into some comparisons, but I know a lot of people were voicing their opinions there. So I'm sorry, I don't know which is accurate, but he does come with the black holster here. I know a lot of the Rangers that were released did come with a white. But you can see the actual trim for the black continues along the belt on the back here. Looks really good. Again, you get your traditional designs here with a nice gold finish around his gloves. I do have the actual flute hand here with the dragon dagger. You can see the same pattern. You got the green pants along with the white and green and gold boots. This looks really good. Let's bring back in. I did buy 2 of these, so if you want to see the Tommy head side by side, it looks really good. I'm curious to see what this head looks like with the shield on, but honestly, I'm very happy with this, how this figure itself turned out on a whole. I hope you guys are ready because I have quite a few comparisons to go through. We're going to start off with the Green Ranger figures that we've received from Hasbro and the Lightning Collection. So from left to right, here on the left, we have that basic version that was released in that VHS box set. Again, this shield is a lot smaller and a lot less of a golder finish than the remastered figure here in the middle. Obviously, this is more of the budget figure, so you can't really compare. Again, just wanted to kind of give you an idea how this figure stacks up. So next to that here on the left, this is the mainline Green Ranger release here. You can see the difference in the shield, of course, still even just a little bigger than the basic one, right? But the remastered one is definitely a nice, again, brighter, kind of more of a gold finish than the dull finish that is on the original release. And it is a little wider, if you guys can see that. This one does have the molded on armband, as well as the Fighting Spirit one here. That is very similar. You will see the shields, I think for the most part, are the same. If you notice the actual helmets, the Fighting Spirit here on the right does have that silver. The original one does not. But look how much bigger this green, or the red is versus other helmets. The original helmets are also a lot thinner. Let me kind of bring them out here, and you can see how much more size this new remastered helmet is. It's just not as narrow. I know it's maybe not as hard to see, but if you really look, this one here on the left is more of a narrow finish versus this one on the right here on the right, which has a little bit of a wider helmet. The green is a lot brighter as well on the remastered figure. You can see even the coins are really hard to see on the Morpher with the original release. The pinless joints that have continued again. So the remastered, you do get all pinless joints, legs and arms. They also do have a little more articulation with the remastered figures versus the original ones. But to me, again, the new figure, without a doubt, I believe is far superior. And we will bring in the Fighting Spirit Ranger here as well. Again, that is the same helmet as that figure back there, minus the silver detailing on there. And I do want to get a quick kind of close-up of the actual morphers there. You can see the difference, more detailing to it. And again, so the Fighting Spirit, we can confirm now, has the white holster here, and the actual original one has the black dragon dagger holster. You will see the difference in the holster too. This one's a lot longer than the newest one. The actual dragon daggers, if you do want to compare them over here, let's do it. Why not? I will grab this one from the original release. So obviously more detailing. This is the remastered one. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but the remastered one seems to have a lot more just paint detailing to it. Even the silvers and the kind of gold designs there just looks a lot more premium, if you ask me, for sure here, if you guys can see that. The next set of comparisons here, we have Lord Draken on the left, and on the right, we have the White Ranger, obviously both portrayed by Tommy Oliver. Moving right along, the next set we have is the Ninja White Ranger here on the left, and on the right, we have the Metallic White Ranger. Moving on to some unhelmeted JDF heads here. So again, we've gotten quite a few different looks from different characters he's portrayed over the years as different Rangers. So we have the original evil Green Ranger here with the headband versus the new kind of remastered figure here. I will say I think I still kind of like the original head a little better. On the right, we have the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger with the ponytail. To me, this is always kind of more a later Tommy, more so like when he was the White Ranger. But I guess the Fighting Spirit figure was based off of a later Tommy Oliver. But if you guys want to bring in the head sculpts and a little closer to get a better look at each, I don't know, let me know down in the comments below. What do you like better? I do like that the new one has a painted earring on there, molded on there. But I think I'm still going to give the kind of edge to the original one with the headband. And a few more JDF heads that we've gotten throughout the years. We got the kind of the shorter scan for that reprisal of his Green Ranger role. This, I believe, was from that Red Ranger release. I did grab an extra just to put the head on my White Ranger. I just feel like that flowing hair really fit a little more than the ponytail head that we did get with the actual release. And on the right here, we have the Lord Draken head. And just a few more. Here we have all of the remastered figures that have been released so far with their Morphin pose and civilian heads on. And lastly, we have all of the Morph Rangers ready to do battle. If you guys are enjoying this video review, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to comment. Let me know, what do you think of this Green Ranger figure? What do you think of my crazy rant on the shield not being included? Do you agree? Do you not disagree? Let me know what you guys want to see more of as far as content. Like, what do you like? What don't you like? Give me all that feedback. I'm here to deliver the best possible content that I can, and I can only do that by listening to you guys and telling me what you guys want to see. As far as this Green Ranger figure goes, I absolutely love it. It is so much fun. Again, with the unfortunate passing of Jason David Frank, I feel like this is my way to reconnect with him and bring back those great memories that he gave me as a child. Still, it kind of hurts anytime I think about it. It's just so sad, but it's great that his legacy can live on through the great work that he's done, entertaining us as children, as adults, you know, just a great human being. And these figures really do pay great tribute. I will say, obviously, the biggest gripe, I've said it earlier, the shield does not come with it. With this actual figure, but once you're gonna have to pony up and grab a few Jasons if you want one or two, whatever. If you want just one, you're gonna have to get the Red Ranger, which most people will probably buy to complete their Ranger set, right? To really finish off this Green Ranger. But once you put that shield on here, this figure just really is amazing. It is, without a doubt, I'm going to go out there and say, the best Green Ranger figure that we have ever received. I will say the civilian head isn't bad, but I don't know if it's quite perfect. I don't think anyone's quite really nailed the likeness quite yet, but who knows, we'll see. I cannot wait to complete the team. So we do have Kimberly. Again, this is not at retail yet. I did pay a little extra to get it off of eBay. I'm going to wait for retail for Kim and complete the team. You know, it'll be great to see. Again, I hope we do get the White Ranger released in the remastered collection. And I'll be honest, I'm probably going to be done collecting Rangers at that point. I only collect Mighty Morphin franchise. I'm not into Zeo or Turbo or any of those others. As a kid, this is what I watched. This is where my heart goes to as far as nostalgia. So to get the White Ranger and complete this would really be nice. Again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at AlexWestCollects. I will catch you all on the next one.